Stop. Do you? Nice. I was planning on launching a what's it called? Just fishing world or cozy fishing. But if you have something, let's go. I'm down for that. The fuck is an AMA? I keep hearing that word. The fuck is AMA? Huh? Oh.
Hello.
Why? Okay. Well, here's my question for your AMA. Why the fuck you gay?
Do you want me on my headset or do you want the mic audio?
The mic audio is great.
I'll make it easier.
I'm down for the mic audio.
Hello. Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
There we go.
My virtual desk. There it is.
There
we go. Now I can hear Discord. Oh. Hi. Sorry, I had my screen in front of my face there. I feel like a cat.
No, I have a real.
Oh, they have a laser pointer going on in the world, and I just want to chase a laser pointer with every fiber of my being.
You know, Mike, you keep saying you're not a furry, but you are not beating those allegations. I hope you know.
Damn, you're right, you're right.
No, I'm right. It's me. God, really? I can't select using my actual fucking...
Oh yeah, Mike, one thing while I'm working on my new stuff, the waist tracker that I've been using turned off, and I was like, oh, what's wrong with it? And then I touched it, and it was like really, really hot. I'm like, oh fuck.
Weird.
It's another thing I'm noting down.
Okay. Is it no longer functioning at all?
It didn't function for an hour until it fully cooled down and turned on again.
Weird. Well, Tom is here, so he is the board guy, so he could actually maybe talk to you about that.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Tom?
Oh, bother. Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
Yes.
I guess that was the last avatar you wore.
It was the last avatar I wore.
Okay, let me... Okay,
Mike has standards? Gotcha. It's professional to ask, unlike Mike.
Yep. Wait a minute, what? Okay, there we go. And calibrate. And
I'm sorry, but I'm going to join in.
Hello, good to see you.
Flat screen mode because some idiot decided to not charge my headset.
What a dumb idiot. That I can't believe. Damn, curse that idiot. Yeah.
Your audio is very quiet, though.
No, he's fine. He's fine for me. I think I think you just have him low.
Well,
He's quiet, but not like super quiet. Yes. No, you don't have earmuff. He doesn't have earmuff on.
no, yeah.
I did.
No.
Weird.
There we go. Oh, it's Spaceman.
Yes.
Tom, join the Discord. There's a call on the Discord.
Good puppy.
Excuse me. How dare? Hold on.
Business. Today we're
Business.
talking about business.
Honestly, missed opportunity to put a stonks meme on the board.
True.
Business Kitty from the Lego Movie.
Yes. Not the Shutterstock images working.
Oh yeah.
God, gotta love the Shutterstock imagery.
How do I erase?
Profit.
Really? Is it just written profit somewhere? Deal. Profits. Yes.
Mike,
There we
it's Control Alt Delete.
Oh,
Oh yes.
Mike, I found my office. Yes.
This is how you motivate me.
Food. Yeah, Mike, I found my office. Totally my office, and totally not your office. I found my office. Totally my office. 100% my office.
Yes, that is your office.
100%.
Profits.
Profits.
No. Look,
Teamwork.
look. That's me.
Why? Good snacks.
Oh, you're doing pretty good on that, Mike.
What?
Janitor. Why
You're
is
doing
there,
pretty well
why are
on
there
that.
pizzas? Why is there?
No.
Why is the art of war in the janitorial area?
No. Trevor, this isn't
Yeah.
the janitorial closet, it's a janitor tree.
You are absolutely correct.
Why are you plunging me? What did I do to deserve to be plunged?
Do they need a reason?
No,
Why is
that is
there
fair.
a hamburger?
Oh, understood. Yes. If you suction me, kind of like a clogged drain,
Yeah.
everything comes out.
Yeah, I saw that. Mini hamburger moment. But why is the art of war? Hold on.
I don't know if I
Employee
can
of the
trust you with this. I'm gonna set that down.
Employee of the month. You have all names.
Company. Never again. Divide in time. New episode out now.
That's not how I expected the throw to work.
Business competitor trademark. That's so funny. Next to actual bank. Where is this?
That looks like London. That looks like London with all the weird shaped buildings.
'Cause that's what London's known
Yeah,
for.
it's totally London.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can see the palace over there.
Yeah.
To the left?
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.
But actually, you can tell it's London. See that fucking spirally wannabe DNA looking building?
Yes,
I forgot
It's
the name,
the
but I
Twisty
know that's
building.
in London. Yes, the Twisty building that I totally remember the name. I'm just super intelligent, and I'm just too intelligent for you to process what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it's that building that I totally know the name of, 100%.
I'm
I know that name,
pretty-
100%.
I know you're confident about this, but I'm pretty sure this is Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been to Cincinnati. I'm pretty sure this is Cincinnati. It just has the vibe of Cincinnati. I'm almost positive I've seen a business competitor is based in Cincinnati.
Also,
Okay.
Mike.
Okay.
Tremor.
Mike.
Tremor.
Hold on,
Tremor.
hold
Sweetheart. No.
Hold on,
There's one
hold
important
on.
detail.
Hold on. Mike, you're fired. Alright, keep going.
He has a point. When do you ever see snow in London?
Yeah, see? I've seen snow in Cincinnati.
Y'all don't
Another
have snow.
point.
Ohio
for
doesn't
Cincinnati.
exist.
No,
I don't-
Ohio,
Ohio doesn't exist. It's not a
Ohio isn't
place.
real. Okay, so then if it's Ohio, Mr. Big Brain Genius Boss Man, what is that big building over there that it looks exactly like the Buckingham Palace?
That's
That
Toledo.
is That's McDonald's.
Honestly, fair enough. Fair enough. I have no arguments there.
We really value the golden arches here.
Clearly,
What's
clearly.
the building in the back there?
In the back over there, we don't talk about that building.
Wait. Oh my god, I've been
Wait,
wearing
so
my.
are we gonna do the AMA?
I think it's happening right now.
Where would we like to be?
Hi, Roxy. Love the avatar.
Thank you.
I will sit over.
I
Oh,
like yours too.
hello,
Thank you.
Mike. Come see more stairs. Where stairs? There are stairs. I can go up them. I can go down them. They're so opportunistic.
Mike, why are you so stoked about stairs? Oh shit, those are stairs.
There's so many stairs. More stairs.
So
The
many
stairs are a lie. The stairs are a lie.
I
With the
feel
sound of music?
betrayed. I feel so betrayed. Mike, we need to fix this problem. Because it's lying. There's not more
This is-
stairs.
That is 100% a fire hazard. If there was a fire in this building,
God. Imagine if there was like just a floor that said like in parentheses exit like a fucking roleplay.
It's got a water gun for in case
why
of
can't I get
that's
the
hilarious.
water gun?
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, Mike, you want a bubble? You want a water gun? It's not a water gun, but I have something similar. Here, have a bubble
Oh.
blaster.
I don't know if I can grab it. No, I can't.
Oh no. Get bubbled, idiot.
I have work for you to do.
Oh no. Blank sheet stress. Can I have the oh, I can't have it. Wait. Wait. Please.
Number box.
Number box.
Okay. Do you want to start the AMA?
Yeah, I figured you and Mr.
Term.
here would do it.
What?
Term?
Let us begin the asking of the questions of many. And any.
Who would
Says
want to ask
everybody-
you
everybody
questions?
Come sit around the business table.
The business table? Let's go. The business table. I am so happy with the business table.
Mhm.
For the business table, you can't even sit in the chair.
Yeah, well, again, you can throw hands when you have some.
Let me go to chin.
Thank you for keeping the office clean there, Chaco.
Alrighty.
That is.
Somebody
Mike,
needs to-
I appreciate the effort. However, it's probably the least. Considering this is all carpet, this is like useless.
Trimmer. Their
Okay.
employee of the month.
Oh.
okay, I got a question for you goobers.
What can we do?
I have the stack of Doom over on my desk. The top one is flashing.
Okay.
Does that mean it's charging or charged?
Is it
Or-
slowly breathing or is it flashing?
Slowly breathing.
That is currently
that means
charging.
charging.
Charging. Got it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
First question, the AMA.
Let's go. Are we
First
done?
question of the
Wait,
AMA.
wait, hold up. Wait, so I accidentally just joined an AMA? I was
Yes.
just joining because I'm in VR and I don't want to type out my question.
Hey. Well, now you have asked a question. You are now part of the AMA. Congratulations.
Oh,
I know, I need to sit
wow.
down. I know, but the after hiding.
So where is this AMA being done?
In VR chat and on our Discord.
Ah, is it also being streamed anywhere, like Twitch or anything?
I believe Mutt is streaming. Where are we streaming, Mutt?
All of them.
All of the
Ooh.
places.
Well, hi interwebs.
Media ping.
Wait,
Anyway.
wait, don't blind me with that.
Media
Don't
ping.
blind me with that. No, not my eyes. My beautiful eyes.
Mike, behave. We need
You
his
don't have-
eyes.
You don't have eyes. You have photoreactive receptors.
Okay. First
Those are my
question.
eyes.
They want to know how
you
are
sure
you
about that?
doing today?
I hope so.
I'm
what I
doing
see.
actually really well. Thank you for asking.
I am.
Genuinely, I am thrilled that we are shipping. That is taking a ton of pressure off. my physical body is tired and sore, but my heart is full and happy.
Alrighty.
My heart is full of happy. Gotta love it.
Ooh,
That
that was
is
a noise.
that is one of the noises of all time.
Term, how are you doing today, Term?
I'm good. I'm just hanging out in Gitland.
Yeah,
Gitland.
Okay.
Git. The hub of Git.
Is this our
The hub
new
of Git.
employee Vexium? Did we hire Vexium just now? Let's go.
Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man, yes.
Next question. Is it possible to stack charge while in use, for example, utilizing...
Sounded
the
like somebody
stack
just
charge
punched
to
a
make
fridge.
power pot?
Tom, would you like to take that one?
What's that?
The question. Is it possible to charge while in use from the stack charge? So equivalent of
Yes.
making like a strap adapter with a battery bank that you could stack it on top of and charge.
Yes. You can do that.
Alrighty.
Wow, that's a quick answer. we would love if there's anybody in the community that wants to tinker. We'd love to work with people to be able to design that. So that way we can make it as something that we can actually offer to the community. So if anybody's interested in working with us on that, hit us up.
Yes.
Next question. What is
Yeah.
your favorite feature that doesn't get enough love?
I think for me, and I'd actually be curious, Tremor and then Tom. For me, the biggest is the hooks on the strap adapter. I know magnets are fun. Magnets are black magic, and they can make things go snappy. But man, the hook and never having to mess with the Velcro, having everything perfectly sized for me every time, is the biggest game changer of these things for me. But that would just be my personal preference.
I will agree. The hooks do make a big difference compared to other trackers and a bunch of different things that I've seen. But honestly, favorite feature so far, I'd say, oh god, what's the word? The vibration motors. I know they're not a feature yet, but soon
Yeah,
they will be a feature.
soon
Soon
TM.
TM.
That remote.
Soon TM, yeah.
Alright, what about you, Term?
My favorite feature.
Wait, hold on. Turn on the.
I have worked long and hard on getting the stack charge to work appropriately, and that is my favorite feature.
Yes.
Heck yeah, with new things coming down the pipe very soon that is currently in alpha. So we will hopefully be
yes.
releasing beta relatively soon.
That's true.
Alright, this
It's
is
true.
one for Term since he's the man behind the curtains doing everything. What other features, if any, may be in the works for the future?
Oh, speaking of
Oh, mate, there's so many. So
NDA moment. Remember, you're under
there
NDA.
there are so many. So we've got this new stack charge feature, which is going to allow you. It turns on the bottom tracker. When you plug it in, it turns it on, and then it turns on each tracker in the stack, and so then so you can see if it's charging before you leave it to charge. So in case you don't have them set up right or like seated right, you can see whether they're going to charge or not. So it's going to take the first like 34 seconds, 35 seconds to do that for a full 10 stack. Well, it's going to do it anyway because it doesn't know whether it's a full 10 stack or a 5 stack or 6 stack or whatever. But it turns them on successfully or sequentially, and then they all light up, and then they'll go back down, and then the base one will start charging. So you can see whether or not your stack is appropriately stacked and is going to work, which is really nice. So that one's completed. It's in alpha. The only people who have access to it are our mods currently, but that's going to be released to the beta here very shortly, probably about sometime next week. Let's see, what else is there? We're going to be doing a low power mode. So it's going to turn off after if it's not being used and it's not charging after a certain amount of time. We're thinking about 10 minutes.
Wait, is that not already a feature?
Nope,
Nope.
not yet.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Low power mode for the IMU, so it doesn't. So when because your IMU is always running at this current point in time.
Oh no,
To
full shutdown.
and that was
Yeah,
set up in
yeah.
order to make a shake to wake feature, so that you could just pick up your tracker and shake it a little bit and it would turn on. Not implemented, but planned. And so your IMU tends to drain the battery when the device is quote unquote off. So we're going to do a low power mode on that so that it'll still do the shake to wake feature, but also drains the battery a lot less.
Mhm.
We've got a tomorrow, actually, very start of August, we've got a contractor who's gonna. It's like we're doing contract to hire with him, which is probably what we're gonna do for most development employees in the future. But it's contract to hire, so it's kind of like any employment thing is kind of like dating. You have to kind of like the people.
Yep.
And so
HR.
I don't. Yeah, right. I really hate divorcing employees
Yeah.
because it makes everybody feel bad.
Oh my god.
Nobody feels
please,
good about
let's
it.
just start using that term unironically now. Like if we need to
Yes.
fire someone, please just say I'm divorcing you.
I mean, it is
Don't-
effectively a divorce.
It is
Yes,
effectively a
but
divorce.
let's use that term unironically. Let's start
Yeah.
doing that. Please.
And so we're going to be doing a contract to hire for all of our developer employees. Allows them to get to know us, we get to know them, and we can end it without no harm, no foul at the end of it, and whatnot. But so he's starting tomorrow, and the very first thing he's working on is haptics integration. So VR chat all the way through to the tractors. Tractors? We're doing
Yes.
tractors now?
We're doing tractors now.
Oh,
Mike, why didn't you tell me sooner? I gotta know these things. Social media.
damn. Now I gotta change my entire marketing tactic. Damn it.
I gotta change my avatar again. Put on the Farmer Johns and
Just look at
whatnot.
Lamborghini, it worked pretty well for them.
It
True.
certainly did, especially
True.
since
True, 100%.
Clarkson picked them up. Anyway, so all the way through to the trackers, we're gonna have haptics integration over OSC, and that's the very first project they're going to be working on. So it's
And then-
very exciting, and I don't have to do it. I will be
Yeah.
managing them, yes, but I don't have to do it.
And
that's
nice.
one other area that I think is really important to highlight is we're working with a group to develop our own server as well, and that'll be a server that can run on iOS, Android, direct on headset. So we're building it to be fully robust and specific to our tracker from a UI standpoint, but it will also be cross compatible with any other slimes. So it's our first major contribution back to the mainline slime project. So that's
It will also
one
be
of the-
open source to give back
Yes.
to the community so that
Exactly.
Also
slime
open
user,
source.
What's up?
And one of the things that we're targeting with this is being able to run it on any device.
yes.
With easily. So simple
Yeah.
install, Mac OS, Linux, the headset, all without
Side loading.
installing the
or-
JRE or Termux
Yeah.
or on Mac OS. It's so terrible to get the server running. Linux is also fairly difficult, so we're doing a flat pack for SteamOS, and probably an app source for Debian style distributions on Linux. just so we can just have something that works, something that's compiled natively for the application and have it go, which
And
is we're very excited about.
ultimately, the goal, and then Digicon, I know you had a question. The oh, hello,
Hi.
welcome to the Discord. And goodbye. So the other major benefit that this presents, we're designing it in a way that it's separable. So we have a back end and a front end. And ultimately, what I envision this becoming is a standalone application that can run on headset that you can do calibration in VR with a mirror, with an avatar that is already known to work. And so that way you'd be able to do the slime settings and the full slime setup in VR with headset on, then just launch VR chat and pair it to your Avi instead of doing like the multiple layers of separation that we currently have to work with. So that is kind of the intent to work towards. We're first just trying to get the app launched and then iterate and improve over time. But yeah, Digicon, what's up?
Oh, hello. So yeah, question for Tom.
Yes.
The stat charge, does it have any like voltage, like an amperage between the thing?
Between
the
the
input
thing.
and output. The input and output voltages.
So I would supply it.
I'm trying to make a power puck design. However, I need to know if they have a regulated voltage going in and out.
Gotcha.
The voltage is not regulated, but it needs to be between 5 and 12 volts on the input. A lower voltage is to a stack. A lower voltage is preferable because then you have less heating issues.
And Tom, specifically, they're referencing a puck design, so having it on the strap adapter, charging a single tracker.
Yes,
What
yes.
voltage do you
I
think
remember that question.
Single?
Yes. So 5 volts, 1.2 amps would be plenty.
Cool.
Because
supply.
So far, what I plan to do is, so it's going to be like a custom strap. The strap is going to have the battery like on the back of the leg. Say, for instance, if you use it on your leg, the battery will be on the back, and then it will run wires through the actual strap fabric to the plate, which will have the magnets on that will charge through that plate.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll keep it low profile still, but remain
beautiful.
usable.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That it sounds like a great idea. What kind of battery are you planning to use?
Probably use the same batteries you guys use in the trackers.
Okay.
Just to give it double the life.
To give it double the life. You might have to put a boost converter in there in order for that to work well.
Hi.
But you'll have to try that out.
AMA. You can ask questions, but let's keep yapping to a minimum.
But you can try it, see how it goes. I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Actually, I do have a question as well, Tom.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you mentioned earlier, like the wake states and stuff, and sleep modes are very, very useful in microcontrollers. I would probably recommend not using the IMU for that. You can get sensors that entire purpose is to be tilt sense or just movement sense, not computer based. It's literally just a switch. And they can be running a very tiny amount of current through it, like microamps. And it will register whenever it completes that circuit, and then
like
that can
like
boot the IMU
like
and
a tilt
everything.
switch. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
That could be done.
If you want to do like super low power sleep states, that would probably be how I would go about it. So you're not using, you don't have to have the actual microcontroller and IMU running in even a low power state at all.
The actual microcontroller is not running in a low power state. It is fully off currently.
Yeah, they have
it's just the
weird things they
IMU
do, yeah.
that is running, and it has a very low power sleep state that we can enable. We just haven't yet.
How much current does that draw?
Microamps.
Yeah, okay. Then
if I recall correctly.
that should be able to run for a very long time.
For a very long time, yes. It's the problem is that Slime VR's firmware, Slime VR has a switch which completely disconnects the battery from the device when they turn it off, which is great for them, but we wanted to add value by having a shake to wake feature, which is the whole reason I designed it in that way.
Yeah.
And so every single tracker that we have put out has this feature that works in this way, so this feature can be enabled in the future.
So that you're having like power issues with it, or it was draining too much power, is what you're saying?
Just a fairly significant amount of power draw when the device is in the quote unquote off state. That being said, in the beta, which will soon be released to everybody, hopefully, well, I'd like to do this next beta and then release the firmware to everybody. But one of the things it incorporates is a long, if you hold down your button for 10 seconds, it turns off the entire device. And so it can be like a shipping mode or a long-term storage mode or a travel mode. So you don't want to have them turning
so you just
on
want to
in your
remove the
luggage.
switch from it entirely.
What's that?
You just want to remove the switch from it entirely and do it through fancy software things.
Yeah, what it does is it turns off the basically the switch from the battery to the rest of the system, so that you can. So it just shuts off everything. No power draw whatsoever.
That sounds nice, yeah.
So that is a feature that has already been written and is in the beta channel if you're interested. And yeah, so the long that really helps with the power draw over time. If you want to store them for a significant amount of time, just do that. But also, in order to turn it back on, you have to physically plug it in or stack charge it in order for it to work again.
Yeah.
The button won't do anything after that. So
yeah, the only thing that I can think of, then, if you did want to do, like I was saying, having a separate, even physical sensor that just activates once on wake up, and then lives on its own. You could even do, give it its own, like, you either give it a super low power, like coprocessor, I forget what they're called. It's the same as any other microcontroller. They're just super low power, super tiny, simplistic, like 8-bit processors that you run over like I2C. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, you could do it that way.
Or you could just do physical circuitry, and then you would never have to worry about really any current draw, because it would be the same as like a power bank. Like how power banks have sleep states they go into that are very similar to that, where they do draw pretty much no current. It's like in the order of like 5 to 10 microamps, and those will last for months and months that way.
Agreed. The reason for doing it in software, or in firmware rather, is to make it so we, not just so we don't have to redesign the device, but to make it available to everybody who's already purchased trackers.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So that everybody since day one can just turn this on and it will work for them. Or update their firmware and it will work for them.
Another version or something, like an actual.
Yeah. Well, and I think that that's a good segue to briefly talk big picture. Like the next 6 months is focused on improving the existing trackers. In parallel, Tom is working on a new design that's going to be a miniaturized version that's significantly smaller than what we currently have. We're anticipating something like an April release of that. And we'll give more information when that's coming down the pipe. We also want to make it available to everybody that's supported our project thus far, so we'll create upgrade paths for people to be able to trade in their trackers and get the latest and greatest at a discount. And that also will give us an opportunity to sell those trackers back to the community at a lower rate, so that way people can get their hands on Gen 1 trackers for cheaper than what they're currently being sold at. So we're trying to find a way to make this as accessible as possible, also continuing to improve the design. So this is something we can definitely consider for the next design, which will be like an April timeline again. So April of 2026.
And the size of the size of the new tracker is going to be roughly a quarter of the size of the current tracker.
So I think we're going to quickly approach the diminishing returns of size.
Yes.
So it's going to be 25 by
25 by 50
by an unknown amount because the Z
of height.
the Z dimension is the battery, and so we need to do testing on what the battery draw requirement is and life of the device. But regardless, we have a new battery supplier in the United States that allows us to design our own battery, so we don't have to buy it off the shelf like we have been, which gives us a ton of more control and higher quality,
and flexibility.
Frankly. Yeah,
and higher quality, which also leads me to the next point of, and yes, I've been screaming about this feature forever. And we've never really gotten to it. Everything, it kind of gets put low priority all the time. That is star topography, wherein one tracker is going to connect to your Wi-Fi, and the rest of the trackers are going to connect to that one tracker, which we're kind of calling the speaker node. And so they all talk to your speaker node. The speaker node then relays all of your rotation information to the Wi-Fi, to the Slime server, and it kind of works like an Octo Slime, but without wires. So that's kind of what we're envisioning. We've done a fair amount of testing and dev work in the back end for that, but it has never been fully tested or release ready. But so one of the things David, our contractor, is going to be doing after the haptics integration is to complete star topography and release it to everybody. And that is another feature that could be used by any slime.
And both of those should be released by the end of the year.
Exactly.
Well in advance of the end of the year. But I'm giving end of year as a conservative safety deadline.
There's always
benefits
something. When it comes to our deadlines. There's always something. So
yeah, well, development. You don't know what you don't know.
To wrap up the last two questions in the Discord real quick before we get too off track like everybody tends to do here at Somatic, because we love to yap.
Yep.
One, somebody wants to know, will there be any new color options in the future?
Yes. So when we do other color options, there'll be limited release drops. And we designed our trackers to be very modular. So if you have a Phillips head screwdriver in 5 minutes, you can swap the case. It's really, really simple. So you could easily swap the battery from one to the other. We use a much gentler double-sided sticky tape, so you can easily do that. Swap the vibration motor over and just use the same screws and magnets to be able to get new cases for your trackers if that's something that you desire. We're also looking at doing some collabs with VR chat groups or other VR companies to be able to make cases that can vibe with other people's brands as well. So that definitely 100% we will be doing other colors. What they will be released a little bit closer to when we actually do that.
Speaking of colors, if y'all haven't checked the Discord, and I believe it's in the DIY channel, somebody made a beautiful case or beautiful cases in clear plastic with some vents for airflow and whatnot, and they are gorgeous.
I agree. They're really, really cool.
I
there's
want
one in
orange
red.
ones for myself. Thank you.
Business.
At least
It's a
Business expense, yes, write it off in your
business.
taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Business expense.
yeah,
And
right.
I
I
I think
wish.
that type of stuff is stuff I really, really want to encourage. So I alluded to it in my at everyone ping on the Discord. We want to introduce a marketplace on our Discord for stuff like that, so that people would be able to sell modded versions of our trackers, that type of stuff. So we'll be defining that over the next month. So if you're in our Discord, you should be able to see some of that stuff evolve over the coming weeks. But I really wanted to encourage people that are artists, that are able to make drawings, or people that are Avi creators. If you want to be able to create Avis for the community, or if you are a hardware nut and you want to be able to make the strap adapter extension stuff, like, you could play with all those things. And I want to make sure that we're enabling people to offer those to the community in a way that makes sense, but also gives us the ability to prevent scams. So I think everybody is probably also on the Slime Discord. The marketplace forum on the Slime Discord has some challenges as well, and Sigtier, one of our mods, is the primary mod of that, and can acknowledge that there's growing pains because there's so many people in that server. So we want to make sure we're being very intentional about how we approach the marketplace before launching it, because it can have some challenges.
So I think we're gonna keep a tight leash on what it comes to.
Yeah.
We're gonna we're gonna keep a tight leash on the marketplace just to protect
Yeah.
our community, protect people from scams. But I think what we should do, I might take over that part. I don't know yet. We'll talk about it on Monday. But I
Yeah.
think maybe like a vetting system of like, okay, what do you want to sell?
Mhm.
What do you want to provide? And is it actually helpful to the community, or are you just trying to make a quick buck?
And my primary thing personally, and this is just my sticking point, I don't think that enough makers appreciate the challenge of FCC compliance and battery regulations. So we want to make sure that if you're going to be selling an electronic, it needs to be compliant. And so that I think our threshold of requirement for the marketplace is going to be significantly higher if you're going to be selling electronics. If you're selling plastic components, that's a little bit different. So is there going to be a reason for me to upgrade my batch 2 to newer batch going forward, besides maybe damage trackers? Between batch 2 and today, the primary difference is going to be just stack charge benefits that we've incorporated. And over the last batch, we went from B&O to the ICM IMU. If you're happy with your B&O, there's no reason to change. So from a construction standpoint, no, honestly. Not until we release the next tracker in April, which would be significantly smaller, but it's going to be the same brains on the inside. So if you're happy with your trackers, there's no reason to upgrade. But if your stack charge isn't working the way that you would hope, then that's something that you could consider. But that's the only major difference, I'd say, from a quality of life standpoint.
Yeah. Also, I am impressed that you still have batch 2s, considering how they had a faulty board. I'm very impressed.
That was batch 1. Batch 1 had a faulty board.
My bad.
Yeah.
The last question for the Discord AMA is, what would you hope to collaborate with in the future? So I assume they mean companies, but I'm not 100% sure because they did not elaborate further.
Well,
Probably.
we have a bunch of companies that we want to work with, but we have a little bit of traction right now, so maybe collaborating with different brands would be really, really wise. But we need to see what they can offer us and what we can offer them. We can't just like throw money at the problem. It has solved many problems, but this is one of those times where throwing money at the problem will not solve it.
No, I think for me, and this is my selfish side, Tom, if you have something else you'd say, I love VR gaming. I love VR chat, but I love other games. I would really love to collaborate with game devs to be able to either create mods to other games that Tom and I like to play, or work with people that are actively developing new games to make sure that there's more use cases for full body tracking and full body haptics.
One of our biggest things, I'm going to expand on this, Mike, before you continue.
Go for it.
One of our biggest gripes with tracker integration with any game is that none of them, even if they allow you to do full body tracking, none of them allow you to change your locomotion style from head or hand based to hip based. So I want to
Yes.
be able to go where my hips are pointed at, not where my hand is pointed at or my head, because I want to be able to peek around corners and strafe without without I don't want to change my head direction and go that way. I want to look over there and still go straight without, and while holding, a sword or shield or whatnot, and not have to change um, my thought of where my locomotion is going just based on that. It should be to my hip.
Yeah.
If I'm wearing
Like,
trackers, which
Tom and I loved playing Ghost of War over the last year. We haven't touched it in a little bit now. We transitioned to Green Hell together.
we haven't touched it in a year.
Yeah, that's a good point. But like, if anybody's played Ghost of War and you've been down to pick something up, your body goes full exorcism contortions. It is wild because they don't know where your body is. Those types of games would benefit so substantially from full body tracking integration. So like partnering with like contractors released basically the Tabor Killer. But like other games, there are so many games in VR that could benefit from full body tracking beyond just Blade and Sorcery and VR chat. And I think that it's a chicken or the egg question, where it's like who buys full body, or like who's going to develop for full body unless there's enough VR or full body players, and who's going to buy full body unless there's games to use it with. So it's kind of a cycle that you need to kick off, and we want to be able to build the community around this and be able to push this as hard as possible. So I think game mods is one major area that I want to partner as a business over the coming year.
I do think if you're even
I want
encouraging games to do that, like it might help because I think they just don't think of it as a priority because it's.
I agree.
Because
Yep.
there's nobody booking them like, hey, we kind of want this actually.
I think this also is like a
develop
development challenge. Exactly.
Yes.
If we can create tooling that allows it to be a simple plugin as opposed to, hey, can you build a whole custom script and code base for this to work in your game? Those are two fundamentally different asks. So I think that we can help grease those wheels on the development side to be able to make it a simple plugin into a Unity project.
Or Unreal.
Or Unreal.
Tricky.
Unreal is scary. I tried coding a little bit with Unreal because I have a buddy of mine that's a dev.
Ah, golly, am I? Lovely. Thank you for making me aware. I did not know that. But at least you can see my skeleton has stayed stationary the entire time.
But you made me lose my train of thought. Screw you, Mike. But,
Was that the last question on the Discord, Mutt?
Yeah.
I want to do a collaboration with a coffee company so I can get free coffee.
Tracking the mug.
Indeed.
And so I think the only thing that I really want to emphasize is like we're starting with trackers, but we definitely want to continue expanding outwards. We want to collaborate with people like Babbel to be able to do face and eye tracking. We want to be able to collaborate with the people like Free Aim who are doing the motorized shoes for locomotion. We want to be able to create this ecosystem that makes it to where you don't need to have a separate software running for every separate peripheral you're trying to use in VR. We want to make sure that we are like a conduit of all these different projects to make them more accessible for the consumer. You don't need to have an engineering degree to be able to play VR. That is our ultimate thesis. So that is
need an OC router.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's so many different companies that are using similar transport mechanisms for the information, and they tend to break each other. So it's difficult to use a Giggle Tech device with Slime VR trackers because they get confused sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, cleaning up some of that kind of thing would be nice as well.
Yeah.
Mike, if you said you're curious about their hardware and stuff, there's a hardware project I've been working on and off for a while on, which is it's a remote peripheral specifically for technically anything that wants to respond to OSC/keyboard inputs, but it is designed more for VR.
Cool.
That replace the radial menu with a physical device, and that might be useful for some things
Yeah.
that you guys do. I don't know.
Send me a DM. Actually, yeah, send me a DM. I will look out for it. Sorry, my DMs in Discord are the abyss.
No.
So if,
Oh
Hawk.
God, I gave
Hawk.
up.
Hawk,
Send
me a DM.
me.
I'll bully.
Yes.
I'll bully Mike with it.
yes,
No.
do that.
No.
That's a
Hawk
better
sent
choice.
me a DM
Do any of you
because
have
I don't get that
Telegram?
many. I don't get that many, so it won't get
scare
lost in
people.
the noise.
Tom, you scare
Why am I?
people.
Oh.
You
I
threaten
Why?
really
them
put
with
myself
sick.
on Do Not Disturb on Discord.
You
Never
gentle
understand.
soul. It's okay.
He also licks the trackers, but we don't talk about that.
No, they're my trackers.
My trackers, yeah. Nah,
Pretty dominant.
Tom
Anyway,
is super chill. Yeah.
Anybody else have any
Yeah.
questions?
Primarily, right now. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Um,
it's not a question, but it's something that I want to mention. I don't know if they're still here, but Chuck and Udo actually resolved the issue that we had earlier. This is nowhere near what we either said. This is Moscow.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah.
I still believe it's Cincinnati, Ohio. But on that note, do we want to find a different world that may be Cincinnati, Ohio?
Oh,
Uh,
jeez. You have issues with
Don't
Cincinnati and
send me back
Ohio.
to Cincinnati.
Live stream here so people can get back to whatever they need to do, and I can continue watching.
Yeah.
Send them to Detroit.
Damn.
People need to ask more questions for the next AMA.
Dang.
We gotta stay on track, which means Trimmer's not invited, because Trimmer gets everything.
I moved from Cleveland to Detroit, and I've
Yeah,
never
get
been
off
more
track.
depressed.
It's okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I
don't
get off
even-
topic. I didn't
I think it was a
say
good
shit.
conversation overall, though.
It was-
Thank
it
you
was
for
tough, but it's
coming.
okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Tom likes
What
to
did I do
talk.
this time?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
Okay,
Nothing.
so
We didn't
I
do
love
anything.
I love the fact that like the moment that there's any form of issues with the company, like if someone does something, nah, it's just Tremor's fault. Like.
Yep, it is.
I love it.
You're
I'm
you're
glad you
a
acknowledge
resident
it.
scapegoat.
Yes, yes. I'm not
That's
a goat.
why you were
though, I'm a
hired
jackal.
first and I was hired
residents. Oh,
You're the
God.
scapegoat, and I'm the guy who posts
Resident
it on
scape
social
jackal.
media.
I am the
Yay.
scape jackal.
Anyway, going to end the
Well,
live
thank you.
stream.